Jeremy Renner, star of Avengers, created an app so that his fans could have a good time talking about him. Jeremy Renner didn't know what kind of hell would be unleashed in his name. Breaking news, Jeremy Renner is shutting down the Jeremy Renner app. From Jeremy Renner 16 seconds ago, goodbye. The app has jumped the shark, literally. Due to clever individuals that were able to manipulate ways to impersonate me and others within the app, I have asked EscapeX, the company that runs this app, to shut it down immediately and refund anyone who has purchased any stars over the last 90 days.
I tried to take a screenshot of me pretend buying $99.99 worth of stars on the Jeremy Renner app, but I used my thumb to take the screenshot and accidentally authorized the payment. I wish this was a joke.
What was supposed to be a place for fans to connect with each other has turned into everything I detest and can't or won't condone. My sincere apologies for this to have not turned out the way it was intended. To all the superfans who have supported me with your words or encouragement, amazing art, stories, and time shared on the app, a genuine thank you.
Really regretting all those Renner stars I purchased 91 days ago. How did it literally jump the shark? We don't deserve anything good.
Jeremy Renner sucks.
There was a Jeremy Renner app?
I do not accept this apology.
Jeremy Renner, what have you done?
This is so upsetting. Being a big-time Jeremy Renner fan, I've had so much fun on this app since it came out, making new friends, and even getting my adult children signed up. My wife and I announced our divorce on here, and now, thanks to a few bad apples, all that is lost. Just a damn shame.
These are the words of people in crisis. Jeremy Renner fans who believed in him, bought his app, clicked on it, only to see this staring back at them, the watchful, comforting eyes of Jeremy Renner. Jeremy Renner will protect his fans from trolls and abuse. But what happened here? What happened?
Hello, I started this gangster shit. And this the mother thanks I get. Hello, I started this gangster shit. And this the mother.
Hey, if you're enjoying this content, hit that subscribe button. We need you here. Thanks.
Oh, it's a mess. Welcome to Comic Artist Pro's Secrets. My name is Ethan Van Sciver, 26-year veteran of the comic book industry, world's most charming and disarming, elegant and eloquent, humble because sometimes even I fumble, man, great big Star Wars fan and trusted member of the media. So what goes on today? Jeremy Renner has finally decided to give up trying to be nice to his fans. All he wanted to do was build an app called Jeremy Renner for Jeremy Renner's fans by Jeremy Renner. And we can't have nice things, evidently. Like that other person pointed out, we can't have nice things. Jeremy Renner has decided to shut down his app because trolls were harassing his fans, and it's a mess. From BuzzFeed News, not really a reliable source, we're going to use them anyway. Jeremy Renner announces that that's it, he's had enough. Look at him. Look at this furrowed brow. That's the furrowed brow of a man who can stand no more. He's had his fill. Actor Jeremy Renner on Wednesday announced he's shutting down his app because online trolls were impersonating him and other people, including O.J. Simpson, including Casey Anthony, including even the devil, Lucifer, Satan himself, as if Satan were a fan of Jeremy Renner. That is the coldest insult to this great man. He says that they're causing drama on this platform. Now, Jeremy Renner, look at him. He is upset, but he's known about this for some time. Okay, we go back to 2017 to a website called The Ringer, and it reported even then. The crux of the problem, this is where it all originated, and let me tell you something, it's gotten worse over the past 2 years. This is from 2017 October, 7 months after Jeremy Renner launched his app, already problems began. Earlier this year, actor Jeremy Renner released an app, Jeremy Renner, delighting diehard fans and confusing everyone else. Some people were confused. Why would there be a Jeremy Renner app? Well, because Jeremy Renner has fans and they want to kind of get together and all discuss Jeremy Renner under one roof. Of course, that's why. Don't be silly. What started as a haven for a small but surprisingly ardent fan base has turned into a bizarre content moderation battleground. Jeremy Renner right here, galaxy brained, aware of everything, plugged into the internet, not at all a boomer, fully aware of the power of social media. 7 months ago, Jeremy Renner, this is 7 months ago, so February or so of 2017, Jeremy Renner released an app called Jeremy Renner. At the time, the person who wrote this article figured the app was a shoo-in for the least hostile place on the internet, but it turns out that it was the most hostile place on the internet. Imagine the irony. You think it's going to be a safe place and it's not. It's a living hell. It's a living hell compared to totalitarian China. Oh, it's true. It's true. We're going to get to that in a second. All right, so fans could go there. They call themselves Rennerheads. They call themselves Renneristas. They wish each other Happy Ren's Day instead of Wednesday. They say Happy Ren's Day. I don't know what they say the rest of the week. The other 6 days suck, but once Wednesday comes around, Jeremy Renner fans get very, very excited. So you would think, as this article says, people would want to discuss all of the minutia about Jeremy Renner's career, and they should say, hey, look, he deserved a credit in Lords of Dogtown, even though he didn't get one. Things like that. But instead, no. Instead, they persecute each other and drive each other nuts. And to the point where Jeremy is getting complaints like this. Damn it, Renner, do something. It's hurtful. You need to apologize to all your fans. Stat. Oh, this person's actually probably a medical professional. And then here it is right here. Your app is like a totalitarian regime. Oh, I got to click on that link and find out what the hell that's about. How could an app be like a totalitarian regime? Imagine that. It's a resistance. It's a resistance symbol, and it's the rainbow. Embrace your fandom. And here it is. Last time this happened to me was because Chinese government has no sense of humor. Your app is like a totalitarian regime. Think about that. I want you to think about that, Jeremy. Your app. By the way, what the hell did you try to do? Why were you joking with the Chinese government? What did you do that you intended to tickle the funny bone of the Chinese government? And it didn't work out. That's odd. But yeah, Jeremy, I do want you to think about, the fact that your app, the app that you created to get your fans together to talk about you, is like a totalitarian regime. Now, how so? How could this possibly be the case? Let's find out. Let's go back to where we were and explore these ideas. So we got people complaining. Now, their complaints kind of sum up, they kind of come down to three different problems. Three problems were happening 2 years ago that have festered and become even worse. And those problems are, number one, the relaunch. Okay, so Jeremy actually, or at least the person who launched the app, this company, they actually suddenly shut down the app and then relaunched it again with an updated version. Now, some angry users claim that this occurred in order to wipe out any criticism. So Jeremy's app had been up there, it had accumulated criticism for some time, and then suddenly, what a great excuse to sweep all of that criticism under the rug, to just tear down the app for a minute and then relaunch it with brand new shiny bells and whistles. But what's missing? All the comments calling him Hitler, calling him a totalitarian, those are gone. Those have been removed. But hey, look over here, squirrel, shiny object. Now that is the charges that were put forward to Jeremy Renner from his fans who were using this app. This grand gesture is you sweeping the shit under the rug. You bring back the app with a shiny new toy after deleting all the negative comments, and everyone will forget. I won't forget. One incensed fan wrote. One lunatic wrote. So that person is not going to forget. They did not fall for this scam that Jeremy launched just to deflect criticism, just to hide the fact that people had nasty things to say about him. This person says here, they joined the app. Hi everyone, I'm new here. Can someone give me a bit of a tour? Not sure what the whole thing's about. What's stars for? What's the fan feed thing? How do I get a reply from Jeremy? Sorry, so many questions. Look, screaming in pain. Help! SOS. This person responds, don't say anything against the app or JR. Otherwise, you'll be blocked faster than you can say censorship. Okay, and we scroll down here and we see somebody expounds upon that. The official app continues to block more people. Those who aren't blocked are paranoid. They'll say one small thing out of line and end up blocked as well. Jeremy Renner, is this really how you want your fans to be treated on your official app? And then there are like 18 hashtags here, including censored, hashtag blocked, hashtag disappointed, hashtag lost respect, hashtag prove me wrong. So in other words, this person is initially here. This person's excited. They've joined this community, this fandom. They love Jeremy Renner and can't wait to learn how to use this app in order to interact possibly with the with other members of the community, but also, more importantly, how do I get a reply from Jeremy himself? Well, it's hard to say. And there's reason, there's cause for confusion. We'll get to that soon. And by the way, this person is told, no, you think you've joined a fandom. You're actually in a bamboo cage filled with rats submerged in some swamp in Indochina. They are going to be nibbling on your genitals soon. So, get ready for that. You think you're here for fun and games? Wrong. All right, so Jeremy, this app was created by EscapeX. They also do the apps for Bob Marley and Mark Anthony. One wonders if they also have apps and communities that are run like China. We don't know. All right, so here's the second problem. Problem number 2 was the contest. Now Jeremy decided out of the goodness of his heart to utilize the app to collect donations, as kind of a raffle. And those donations, $20,000, would be donated to the Corpus Christi Driscoll Children's Hospital. Have you been to Corpus Christi in Texas? I've driven through it. It's not my favorite place in the world, but it's nice. There's a children's hospital there. Maybe that's where Jeremy Renner grew up. He wants to donate money to those people. It was a great idea. Now, the winner of the raffle was going to allegedly get to visit with Jeremy Renner on the set in Atlanta, Georgia, of the latest Avengers movie. I don't know which Avengers movie that was filming at the time. That's a nice prize. That's a reason to possibly donate and win. But alas, everything didn't turn out quite like you wanted. Fans were furious because they thought the fix was in. And not only was the fix in, but evidently Jeremy Renner wasn't even able to provide the prize that he promised. The Avengers movie set was closed to visitors, and Jeremy Renner instead supposedly invited the winner to come and have dinner with him personally in his home, which you would think is nicer, and it is nice. It's nice to be able to go to Jeremy Renner's home, but there's less of an opportunity to perhaps run into Robert Downey Jr. or ScarJo or any of the other Avengers and get a little photo op. So there's a slight disappointment there, but it's got to be understandable. Unfortunately, the winner actually came forward and said, I never even got to go to Jeremy Renner's home. And Jeremy Renner had to respond by saying, yes, you did. You did go to my home. Why there is confusion of this nature, I can't possibly understand. But that was the problem. Now more complaints come in. Dear Mr. Renner, someone said give you a break. The competition was a set visit. We don't care about the competition. We don't care about the house visit. It was the superstar boosting her by the people on the app that really we are complaining about. Your loyal fans paid for them stars with hard-earned cash, and then to be told that the winner would be picked for the best comment, well, it was a lie. The stars were a lie. You could have posted Marvel has canceled the visit, so in its place, dinner for 2 with me or anything. Yes, we complained about the winner you picked, and all the things was doing on other media kept away from the whatever. Seriously. And this person named Renner's Bitch says, please read Jeremy Renner. It explains why we, your fans, are angry. Hashtag honest, hashtag real, hashtag fans, hashtag heart. So Jeremy Renner gets to read about why his fans are angry with him. And then other people respond with threats of a lawsuit. I'm pretty sure that I can smell lawsuits all over this. Number 1, false advertising of a set visit, inducing people to pay money to the app. Number 2, informing everyone money will go to the charity and now changing the charity details. Number 3, the winner of said contest lying about meeting you and then you saying you flew her out. Number 4, allowing many fans to pay for exclusive content that already appears elsewhere on social media. That is not including the bullying and coercion that's been taking place too. So this is all very, very serious. All right, now the third thing is, I should say, the aforementioned infiltration and bullying. All right, so one of the recurring theme among irate Rennerinos is that the app has been overtaken by bullies. People called out the bullying multiple times, and EscapeX apparently has a policy against it, but they didn't seem to intervene. I decided to reach out to the person who I assume would be the least angry user, Jeremy number one fan, okay, who actually purchased the most stars or won the most stars. So this is how Jeremy Renner's board works. The more you interact with it on his app, the more stars you can win, and the more stars you can win, the further up you are in the ranking boards of people who love Jeremy Renner. Now, if you are wealthy, you can just kind of subvert all of this, not interact with the board at all, and just purchase the stars. Now, this one person who is the number one Jeremy fan, Victoria Logue here, did have the most stars, but suddenly Victoria was supplanted, and she felt that she had been unseated by a bully who actually worked for the boards, a moderator for the boards, who decided to supplant her as the number one fan in order to control and manipulate the tone and flow of the content on the board. So everything would be positive, everything would be happy. Victoria's like, hey, I worked hard to be the number one Jeremy fan, and this person basically took it away from you. I'm really just interested to see if Jeremy Renner will ever acknowledge what happened or if he apologizes for hurting many of his fans. Jeremy, when are you going to apologize? Hawkeye, when are you going to apologize for hurting everyone? When are you going to... All right, so when we reached out to Jeremy Renner for comment, Christy Winters, who is his business manager, Christy Fisty Splinters, explained that the app had been beset by an unexpected volume of vile comments. You don't say. And that Renner and his team had decided to enforce more content moderation on the updated version in order to keep the atmosphere positive. It's not censoring. I wouldn't say it's censoring. It's just that if someone says something to somebody that's nasty, we've decided to block them. If somebody doesn't like Jeremy, they don't have to like Jeremy, but that doesn't mean that we have to post their comments in his app. They can go to 100 other places and say something negative. Yes, but the whole point of the app is just to, get all of the content about Jeremy together in one place, right? The internet is a weird and scary place. It has a lot of negativity on it, and it's something that we don't condone on our private platforms. Terrible, terrible. The app does have stipulations against bullying, but they have this whole little thing. There was a really sour little group of people that just weren't Jeremy Renner fans. The metaphor I always like to use is, which we have in our legal terms and blah, 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 is the living room policy. If somebody post something on your thread, on your app, would they still be invited in your living room? If they said the same thing to you while in your living room, would you throw them out the window? Would they still be welcome in your house? Would you shoot them? Would you actually exercise your legal Second Amendment rights of self-defense and shoot this person because they put you in a self-defense situation? Or would they be welcome to stay? That is the question. So fawning praise means that you're welcome in Jeremy Renner's living room, and saying, I hope you die, man. I'm not even a fan. I genuinely hate you and wish you the worst of humanity. That's sane. That person obviously would not be allowed in Jeremy's living room, and therefore not on the app. So that was happening 2 years ago, and now finally, of course, we have come to this. It has descended to this situation wherein Jeremy has said that the app has literally jumped the shark. As you can see, lunatics have taken over his app, pretending to be him. Look at this. To everyone criticizing my app because Casey Anthony has created an account and is posting on the fan page, spare me your tears. This is an all-inclusive app. If you don't like it, you are free to leave. And this person, Book Mom for Renner, says, you are not the real Jeremy. You are a big fake. And indeed, it does appear that Casey Anthony did open up an account. Candid photo time. Hey, Jeremy Renner, I'm your biggest fan. So was my kid. Hope you see this. Oh, that's awful. And then Jeffrey Epstein says, guys, I'm not dead, nor am I in prison. I am now just resting on my private island while getting... Oh, no. Oh, my God. Jeremy Renner says, holy F, is this real? This person says, love your work, Casey. Oh, here's someone who claims to have been impregnated by Jeremy Renner. Somebody named Glonald Dover. Jeremy, you blocked me everywhere else, so now I'm contacting you here. I just wanted to say I miss you and that the wonderful weekend we spent together in Italy. I want you to know that my belly grows big with child, and I think it's yours. I hope it's a boy. I hope it has your face. I shall show the child this app one day, and they will know their father is a wonderful man. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't believe that. Okay, and also it appears that somebody who is pretending to be O.J. Simpson and calling themselves the Lady Killer, has joined up for the app as well. Hey, Twitter world, it's me, yours truly. Jar Jar Binks has also joined the app. This is truly dark. Also, some in-app purchases have been added to his app. Jeremy will run you over with his car sexually for $159.99. I don't think that's probably not real. You know, Jeremy Renner can't even say good morning to his fans without Charles Manson letting people know that Daryl Hall has Lyme disease. That is awful. A lot of people pretending to be Jeremy Renner. I don't think this is Jeremy Renner for real. This guy says, I want you to have sex with my wife. Jeremy Renner purportedly says, cool. I'm not sure that's him. That's not the real Jeremy Renner. And this is how it must conclude for Jeremy Renner, who built the Jeremy Renner app for Jeremy Renner fans, who responded and paid him back in kind by celebrating mass murderers, by begging him to cuck them, by claiming that he has impregnated them, and by building in-app purchases that obligate Jeremy Renner to run over them with a Toyota Prius for a small monetary fee. This is not what Jeremy Renner intended this app to become. I think he had the best of intentions, but alas, things have spun out of his control, and this is the only answer. Everybody was alerted yesterday that the app will be coming down very soon. No more encouraging words. I hope everyone has the good rents day. None of that will come to your phone anymore. And frankly, that person who said we don't deserve to have nice things, they couldn't be more right. Some time for self-reflection, some time to think about that, like the woman who claimed that Jeremy Renner's app was worse than totalitarian China. It's a time for all of us to reflect about what we've done to Jeremy Renner and how we can do better in the future. Let's do that together, and let's do that in the comments section below. Let me know what you think about this video. Have you subscribed to this channel yet? Please do subscribe if you haven't, and check and make sure you're still subscribed, because sometimes YouTube acts a little bit funky and they take your subscription down just because they're being jerks. So double check, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll see you again soon with a new video. Bye-bye. Hey, I got a P.O. box. Want to send me some mail? Send it to Ethan Van Sciver, P.O. Box 607, Marlton, New Jersey, 08053. And I'll probably open it up on a live stream. Thanks very much, everyone. Hey, you want to follow me on Twitter? Are you sure? Well, if so, I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. That's at Ethan Van Sciver. See you there. Join the fandom menace and execute your own Order 66 with our incredible line of t-shirts, Soylo, a Soy Wars story, Tico, a Soy Wars story, and our brand new smoking hot Soy Wars Plan 9. Make a statement today. This is the only trilogy you'll ever need. The link is below in the description.